good morning. I want to explain something to you because I want it, not because I have to. Why am I saying this? Because it's important also in what I'm about to share. I start a lot of new things. I follow my highest inspiration and I go because that's what I love to do. And I used to have the feeling like, oh, I started this and now everyone is expecting of me, and I still have a little bit of that, to be honest. Now everyone is expecting of me to follow through on that because I promised. And I said I was going to do it, which for me already takes all of the energy out and I don't want to do it anymore. But that's not what this is about, because in the meantime, I know that I only should do always, and this goes for everyone, not just for me. I should always only do what I want to do and what feels like the highest excitement. What have we been taught though? If you start something, you have to finish it. If you get asked a question, you have to answer yourself because I'm asking you a question. This is also a good one. If you promised something to someone, you have to follow through on it. And while at first here, if you're not used to following your highest excitement, you'll be like, yeah, but of course, because that's the right thing to do. And I'm here to challenge that idea because it's not the right thing to do. The right thing to do is always follow your gut and your highest excitement. And why is that important? Because we all are energy towers, vibrational energy towers. And what we send out with our vibrations is what we create together. So when you feel like, oh, I promised this, I really do not want to do it, but I promised this, so I have to do it. What energy is that? And if you keep doing that, that energy even turns into resentment and expectations from others. And you're going to be like, I did this for you, so you have to do this for me. But that's not how life was supposed to work in the first place. You know, all the people that made up these rules, I'm just going to assume that they had the best intentions. Because we can also go into multiple directions there. I can think it's all a conspiracy and they try to make us weaker, and yeah, probably. But there were also people that really had good intentions with this. But then also when you think of it, some rules, you read the rules and you're like, really? Does someone need to be reminded not to break down this fence so that the elephants will run rampant? Like things in the zoo or wherever that you read and you're like, really? Oh, really? Flush the toilet and flush toilet paper? Not like throw it around after you've done number 2? Like, come on. So the fact that some people think we need rules is just ridiculous in and of itself. But I'm kind of going off here it's kind of a similar track, but I don't want to go there. So my point being, I'm giving myself permission to follow my highest excitement all of the time. And sometimes that means I'm super inspired to make a couple of videos in a certain series, and then I pause. I might get back to it, probably I will. I might not ever. If that triggers you as a viewer, yeah, there's nothing I can do about that, because I'm not going to do anything to please you. It's not about you. And it sounds it's not really nice to say, no? But you can trust I will always do what is best for me, so you can always trust me to show up as my best self. And that's what you want from anyone, don't you? Don't you want the perfect divine channeled information in any video because it came from joy and from inspiration? Or do you want to have, I have to make this video and then, okay, I will just say this. I'm not even sure if it, that energy transfers, and it's actually, I wanted to say it's not good for you, but that's beyond the point. It's not the vibration you want to match up with. I know I don't want to match up with that. I want to, and I'm matching up with joy, with inspiration, with yes, 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 yes. That, and not with, I have to, okay, so then I will, no, thank you. No, thank you. Out of bed hair. Yeah. That's it. That's almost it. The last thing I want to say is this. So with I committed to saying I would do that, I'm not. There are a couple of ways of looking at this. And I think, is it called the 4 Agreements? The book of Don Miguel Ruiz. Be impeccable with your word. And so someone gave me the biggest relief recently by explaining, because it never felt good to me. I just didn't know why. And they said, be impeccable with your word as long as it feels good to you. Because I can change my freaking mind whenever I want. I don't have to have any reason for it. The only reason is because it feels good. Or it doesn't feel good. So, I'm going to end this with something that Bashar says. And Bashar says that the higher mind has the overview. It's on the mountaintop. The physical mind that is governing this human being, and that's governing your human being, is only made to connect the dots backwards. And it can see, okay, so that happened because of this and this and that. It's logic. The higher mind doesn't work with logic. It has the overview. It's in a different dimension. It's in the non-physical. It can see it all, and it can connect all the dots that were ever there throughout all the lifetimes. And so when you follow that, because it speaks to you through intuition, the body is a vessel that gives you information. It's connected to the higher mind. Everything is connected to the higher mind. And so when I follow my path of highest excitement, of least resistance, when you follow that, you will have so many synchronicities, and your life will be like, is this like, what is this? Is this a Truman Show all over again? What's happening? And magic is just popping up left and right, and you're just going to be like, whoa. And that's because you're following your guidance. Your highest excitement is where it's at. So, I think I made my point. If I didn't, ask me and I will maybe explain it. If I feel like it, I might not feel like it. You never know. Wishing you a beautiful day and beautiful weekend. It's Friday at the moment that I'm making this video and I'm posting it. And yeah, so much love. And I'll see you in here very soon. Bye bye.